Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad to hear this morning. Ending up the week on a good note. Had a really, I say a good note. The weather. Hopefully it rains out of here for a day or two. I hope none of y'all floated away. I'm trying to get everything organized. But anyway, we're glad to hear. Let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew up there in Southport, taking care of our everyday comfort needs, and should be comfortable. High of 84, low of 67. Going to have some humidity, but that's a little on the cool side of 67, which I'm thankful. Now the water temperature, the Gulf water temperature did drop 2 degrees. It's dropped down to 78, so that's interesting. River readings, take a look. Brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get out and do. The Apalachicola Bluntstown actually is only 7.2, and the Choctaw at Caryville is going up. 8.3 on up to 9. It's just going to keep on rising. Had a lot of rain throughout the area, and I know down on the eastern end of our viewing area, I was watching the radar a lot, and man, it got pounded. I don't know how many inches of rain, but it just sat there on y'all for a long time. We got a lot of rain here too, so over the week. So hopefully it'll start drying out. Hopefully. The tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We've had neap tides all week. We've got an interesting situation on today's tide. Friday the 27th. High tide is going to be this morning around 9 o'clock, then it's going out. So we've got a little bit of a drop. Look at how it's dropping a little bit. And it's going to drop on out to about 7 o'clock. So you're going to have a decent drop in falling tides. And then next week will be some really good strong tides. The wind coming out of west again in double figures at about 15. All right? Let's take a break and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. You know, we're talking about last weekend, this week, about the seagrass coming in early this year, and I've talked to a lot of folks about it. I've seen pictures and all, and then I got this little 40-second video clip one of my friends posted, and this is over in Orange Beach, Alabama, but it's a pretty strong video. Let's see if we can get it going here. Okay, we got it going up there yet? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start back here right here at the beginning. Okay, here it is. This is Orange Beach. Okay, look. Look here. This was a couple of days ago. Look at that. That's washed up. Now Orange Beach is not that far away from us, and then it's coming in waves. Now this is sargassum that comes up. It's natural. It's a natural grass. It's been there since the beginning of time, but it's going to. You're going to see that. It's just coming in huge clumps this year. And it's not quite that bad here, but like I say, Orange Beach right around the corner. Just as you get into Alabama, well, I know folks that vacation there and enjoy it. But anyway, that just goes to show you how much grass we have here. Now let's go to some pictures. In fact, Brad Stevens posted this. Now Brad lives on the bay. Let me show you what he said. I've lived on this stretch of the bay 40 years, and my dad has lived on this stretch for 70 years. We've never seen the sargassum weed push into the bay like this. So that's right here in St. Andrew Bay. And then it was interesting to, when something like this is posted, it's interesting to see some of the comments. Anderson Barnes, I know Anderson, it's definitely first for me. Usually only see it offshore. Chris Jennings, there's a ton of it this year. Then next, Jason. I live 14 miles from Pensacola Pass up the Intercoastal Waterway, and last week it was that far in there. Wow. And then Hank used to at the carousel. It's all out there. So anyway, just something else. Okay. Let's move in here to some fishing stuff. My good friend Alan Shepard, we used to hunt a bunch together. He just set a flathead record for the New Trail Fishing Tournament at 39 pounds. He won the award. Look at Alan. And he won $700 just for catching that big fish. And total fish for weight was three fish was 79 pounds. And that's a fine fish, Alan. We hunted as teenagers, young folks, hunted 30, 40 years ago. There's his award right there. And very good. Mike Edwards, you fishing in the rain. We got rain on Sunday, but caught some nice fish. Now you can see the rain in the background. Look at the fish you caught. That's some good fish. But here, look at the rain in the background, and look what cap he has on. Now, good job, Mike. Good catching right there. Drew Benton, home from his bass tournament trail. First thing he did, I love this. He said, I picked Kate up from his last full day of school, and he said he wanted to go fishing. So we went catching. And isn't that what you're supposed to do, last day of school? So he went out there. Drew switched from bass fishing to brim fishing. Look at old Fred Myers, he's with him. And they had a good afternoon of fishing, and that's how you end up doing school and all. Okay, so I've got a good couple of pictures. Let me go back. I got one story I want to show you. Let me get back to it. I'll show you this picture. I'm going to go and show you the picture now. I didn't get to finish this story the other day. This is Kelly Petty, okay? And there's a fish right there, 9 pounds, 12 ounces, 26 inches long. Okay, now let me tell you the story. Kelly, we ran into her the other day. Gail and I were up there, actually at the Liberty County High School graduation, and we ran into her, and she showed me this picture. And the Petty family has been in Liberty County since there was a Liberty County. They've been generations, and some of our families have done the same thing, so we've known generations of them, and they're just good folks. And Kelly, like I say, works at a pole barn. Her company, she and her husband, her dad, had this pole barn company and do great work. But anyway, she said, Coach, I wanted to tell on Mother's Day, I told my kids, I just want to go fishing on Mother's Day. And she said they rolled their eyes. They didn't want to go, so after we finished the Mother's Day stuff, we went down to the Ocklawaha River. The Ocklawaha River is not near as big as the Apalachicola or Choctawhatchee. But, it's their home river, and she went brim fishing, okay? She out there brim fishing, was catching a brim, pulling it in, and that bass hit it. And when the bass hit it, of course, it jerked it like that, and the brim got caught in the bass's mouth, and her husband couldn't believe it. He was trying to get it, and finally he was able to get a net on it. The kids are screaming, and got a net on it, brought it up, and look at that. You can see, look at the bank right there. I know exactly where she's fishing there. But hitting that 9 pounds, 12 ounces from the river, a Mother's Day, a memory of a lifetime really for those kids. They didn't really want to go fishing, but look at what Mom caught. Kelly Petty Thomas. Okay, I just wanted to share that story. I got a bunch of other stuff with you. I'm going to run out of time today, I can tell already. Let's go and take a break now, and we'll come right back. Now, welcome back. I did a picture here last week, our Special Olympics team from Bay County. They went down, here they all gathered up here, going down, went to Orlando for the state meet, and they had a good time. They brought back 15 medals, and what a great group. There's old Jeff back there, and I was there to see them off. They all met at the school board parking lot and had a great time. Took 3 or 4 vehicles down there. Next year, we're going to get them to come on the show and talk about how they, all the things, how they're training and all, and what they're looking forward to. It was just a lot of fun with them. I try to help them coach a little bit. I get so busy, but they were special. They just had this great attitude about everything. One of the things I want to mention too about that, I saw Sheriff Smith from Franklin County. He was on the news this week, and a lot of bears, popping back in Franklin County. But what caught me, and I've followed Sheriff Smith for the last couple of years. He is a fine sheriff. He's been busting bad people right and left, and I'm just proud for Franklin County for them to have him as a sheriff. And he was talking about this bear problem, and he said he tried to get in touch with FWC about it because it showed the bear going through right there in Apalachicola, going through the cemetery, like he was visiting the graves, and so sooner or later he's going to have a confrontation. He said FWC brushed him off, didn't have anything to do with him. And I got to thinking, the last couple of years, they sort of brushed us off too. They don't have anything to do with us. And it is a shame that a state agency that we pay for as taxpayers, especially FWC, who needs to inform us of everything going on, won't even give the time of day to us or to a sheriff or something. And it's a shame. And I don't know what to do about it. It's not my, it's just, I just want to bring that up. Let's go to something more positive now. I don't want to talk about negative stuff, but sometimes reality takes the place of that. We were talking about the redfish, tag redfish tournament. I was telling you, I got tickled seeing all the things that are going to be given away. Now listen, this week, here's this picture here. They actually released the tag redfish. Here's a picture of them. This was on the West Coast. They did the same thing here on the Gulf Coast. They bring them in and all, see them in there, and they go down to the boats and they let them. So they've released the tag redfish. I think they did this area about 2 weeks ago, I think. They tried to keep it pretty secretive. But here, the prizes, I told you, the first 3 winners, if the first one get a choice of these 3, that 22 Sport, Pathfinder, or that Spider. Second place gets the second one, and third place will get that. But what I wanted to show you was just all kind of cool things they have. They have a grouper division. Just take a picture, catch a grouper, don't have to be tagged, but just take a picture of it on your ruler and send it in to be drawn. Then a dolphin, mahi-mahi, same thing, just take a picture of it. This was one that's cool. You don't even have to catch a fish, okay? If you'll take hey Winston, if you'll just get a 5-gallon bucket walking on the shoreline and fill it up with trash, okay? And take a picture like that lady there see the ruler she's holding up? You take that picture and send it in, and then you'll be entered in a drawing, and here's the things you're eligible for it. Let's see, you get, anyway, you can win a trip to Key West, a beach cart, just all kind of cool things. But I thought that was really cool of them to do that and have a situation where you don't even have to fish, just catch these right here, catch a 5-gallon bucket full of trash. Okay, let me see. I got Captain Kim sent this. Captain Kim, George and Dale on yesterday's trip. This is before the storm came in. That's down in Carabel. Okay, right off. You can see. I believe that's Dog Island back there behind. I'm pretty sure that's Dog Island back behind them. But now, isn't that a fine trip? Before the storm came in, I was really tickled to see that. Okay, and then let me see. I got a couple other. I've got my pictures are sort of scattered today. I wanted to share with you, but I really want to get across the idea of. Okay, here we go right here. This is I got one more. Okay, here we go. Terry from Blue Water. We got my swamp slam. Okay, I caught dinner. I released about 10. Caught the largest crappie since I've lived here. Released him also. This is Terry at Blue Water. Terry works the weekends at Blue Water if you're down there. And guess what he caught him on? Does that look familiar? Okay, thanks Terry for sharing all that good information there on what you're catching them on. Okay, that's good stuff there. Let me see, one more. Let me see, I really want to go back to the, let me go back one more time. I want to find the wee wall. Well, here's right here. This one I'm looking for. Okay, tomorrow. I'm going to talk about it one more time, the brim fishing tournament tomorrow at Howard Creek. But what I wanted to share with you, fish plates with all the fixins. Now you see the word fixins in the center of the screen. When they spell it that way, that means the locals are doing it and it's going to be done right. All the fixins go with it. It's $10 a plate, and all that is going to a worthy cause and shout out to Shriners, helping our young people, burn victims, and other young people. So anyway, all the fixings, you're going to run down there and eat they're going to be serving from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. A good little trip down there. The rain will be out of the way, give you a chance to get down there and do it. And here's the ruler I was talking about. You get it at West Marine, you get a 5-gallon bucket of trash and just enter. And all kind of cool things. They have plus have a lot of other categories. They have a fly fishing category and stuff like that. Okay? We're talking about good things going on. Let's get ready for our drawing from Tarpon Dog Seafood. I think Monday, I'm thinking, let's see, I think we're going to do a drawing on Memorial Day for a viewer appreciation drawing. But right now, this is Tarpon Dog Seafood. This is going to be a $20 gift certificate. In the winter, I'll get them all the way to the bottom. All the way from Fountain, Lexi, Melvin. Okay, $20. And then the big red snapper. All the way from Bascom, Tyler Patrick. From Bascom and Fountain. Small town Americana. We're proud to be a part of it here at the Florida Panhandle. Okay, we're going to take our break, come back with our famous Friday fishing forecast. Welcome back. Appreciate you watching our show. The viewership to us is very important. and appreciate the feedback we'll get. Let's take a look at our fishing forecast. It's a tough one to do now with all the rain we've had. I was written down, wrote some of my notes last night. The first word I put was tough. The river's going to be high, and we'll get back to river. Let's go and do surf fishing first, then we're going to end up doing river. Surf fishing, talked to Mike and a lot of other surf fishermen, and I've checked some other sites. The whiting bite has been very slim this year. They're not catching much whiting as we used to, and they're not near as big as they are, as they used to be. I'm really surprised because you could always count on whiting. And again, the fish bites proved effective time and time again with everyone I talked to, and Mike talked about it. The big thing, the best bet right now is try to find those empty spots. When that grass coming in, it's not just solid all the way across, it comes in clumps. So you're going to have an area in between there, and you can throw out, and you can do some fishing, but you're going to have to keep it cleaned off. Right. Also, I've seen some good pictures of bluefish and kings. The pier fishing has been pretty decent with kings. They caught some kings off the piers, and also they had a good bluefish run this week. Catching some blues. Now let's go over to freshwater. Well, one of the things, the mayfly hatch is still going on. It's interesting. I wish I could talk to an entomologist and find out how this heavy rain, how the heavy rain affects the mayfly hatch, because I would think, it's still going to hatch. But when it's raining really hard, where they wait till after rain is over and all, because, nature, we watch our bird feeders after these heavy rains and all, you don't see anything during the heavy rain. When that rain ends, boom, everything, the squirrels, the birds and all just come in there, and that's the cycle of nature as far as their feeding habits and all. They're like us. They're not crazy about getting wet either. But one thing you can do, I was thinking about on the river, you can get on the river and just get in your boat and just go to some places, get up in some of those sloughs now with the high water. You can do this on the Choctaw River and the Apalachicola River and down in Carabel, going up the Carabel River. I want to start up here. We haven't talked about it stiff and ugly lately, okay? I was up there in that neck of the woods, like I said last week, but you could put in here and just follow. We're just going to follow slowly, going down the Apalachicola River, okay? And you see the roads and all, and churches, and just all these bends and all, moving on down. Then you start getting these feeder creeks. Florida River on the right-hand side, how that feeds into it. This is just some special places, folks, and we're fortunate to have the Choctahatchee and Apalachicola here. And then down getting toward Weewall Gaskin Park boat ramp. You see those ramps right there, but just follow the river on down. It's just fun boat riding. I know you don't want to, River Styx, that area right there, River Styx. If you've never been to River Styx, you're just missing out. You got to find River Styx and get up in that area. There's a little creek that flows into the big river, and then you have different little creeks in here, and this is where the Chipotle comes in. You got hundreds and hundreds of sloughs coming into it. So anyway, we could follow it on down around Dalkeith and all, but then to get on down, I want to go ahead and get on down here to White City and Lake Wimico. Okay, Lake Wimico, even with all the rain, Lake Wimico is a very good place to go fishing. Okay, you can come in, you put in here at White City and come over here and just hug the northern shoreline there. See, whichever way the wind is blowing, then you want to sort of get out of the wind. Yeah, also you come in by Depot Creek. That's Depot Creek right in the center of the screen. This is some of the best fishing areas you can get to, especially this time of year. Depot Creek, the rain's going to affect it, but not near as bad as the runoff in these other areas. Okay, Depot Creek. And then coming on, I always want to mention behind St. Vincent Island has always been good. Blair Morgan and I would always fish behind St. Vincent. I miss old Blair Morgan. He was a good buddy of mine. We fished since we were in elementary school, and he could fish. Okay, then get on here. I mentioned this last week about the sharks. They're strong. Let me talk about this a minute. Shark bites. We've had more lately, and I look back on my notes and all over the years, and I don't know if I've ever had this many reports on sharks as I have this year, with pictures and all, and the videos and everything. I don't know if because social media is more apt to give it to us, but I just haven't had any. But if you remember, if you read in my book, I won't get time to all of it, but Captain Anderson, he shark fished after World War II for like 3 or 4 years. And they were abundant then. I'll show you that story, but they were fishing for the livers. They would cut out the liver and then throw away the shark. they did that. There was an abundant number of fish and of shark and all. Then over the years, they've been out here, but there just haven't been much. But this year, there just seems to be so many sharks out there. I would just urge you not to be swimming there late in the afternoon. You saw the video Bill and Donna did 2 weeks ago down at Cape San Blas. I promise you, it's like you heard Mike McGraw talk about catching a sheephead now, and the sharks are biting the sheephead. That's usually has not ever been a problem. So I don't know about over toward Pensacola, but I just know that our Panhandle area all the way down to Carabel, there's just been I say this because summer's coming on, there's been a lot of sharks in our area, okay? Let's wrap it up. If you get a chance, I'm going to go to State Park tomorrow. I'm going over to Destin. I'm going to Henderson Beach State Park. Gal and I are going over there. We're going to visit some cousins and all that's in town, and we're just going to have some wonderful time for Memorial Day and all, so we're looking forward to it. Make sure just try to get out, even when it's raining and all, in and up, get outdoors this weekend, hike on a trail, go walking on the beach, fish if you can, okay? Wrap it up. We always appreciate you watching the show. Thank you for the viewership. You have a good weekend, and always do something good for your fellow man each day. You have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.